Donc bonjour, bonsoir, c'est Revan. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour l'épisode 7 je crois. Ça se trouve je dis de la merde depuis le début, parce que moi j'enregistre tout dans une session là. De Blues and Bullets. Donc bon, on a vu qu'il y avait du trafic d'êtres humains, sûrement des bastons, pas très catholique tout ça. Donc voilà, on est toujours dans le sous-marin. Donc attendez, tableau. Des humains.
Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash.
Très bien, c'est pas ça.
The cages are labeled with
Très bien.
recent traces of food and drink, a bucket that contained excrement. A hefty receipt for children's clothes with yesterday's date.
Non.
Shackles the right size for wrist, no doubt
Voilà,
about
bon.
it. There were people in these cages. The size of the shackles, the troughs for food and drink, and the buckets for waste prove it. Can I prove that the people held here were sold? Chewed and stained with blood and the cages are labeled with letters, or names and numbers. A scoreboard.
Non.
According to Ivankov's register,
Voilà,
the
bon on
labels
fait
on the
ça.
cages could refer to the customers who buy human merchandise from Ivankov. I base this assumption on the register, in which some of the pieces are marked as acceptable and paid for, and others are not. What does he do with the ones that are rejected? A metal table on which bodies... human bodies. Cages that likely house dogs. A scoreboard, like a knockout turn. A hefty receipt for...
Non, je
Chewed
vais
and
prendre des gants.
stained with blood and
Voilà.
body with all the pieces that are rejected by his customers. Ivankov organizes fights, probably to the death, between prisoners and between prisoners and dogs.
Ah,
Maybe
c'est pour ça que
even
c'était
between
vendu.
prisoners and his own men. What is the fate of those that lose? A metal table on which bodies were mutilated recently. Human bodies, dismembered and piled up. It
Ah,
seems
ce qui arrive au
clear
perdant.
that those that lose in combat are hacked to pieces. Some of them, while they're still alive. I'd say they're then thrown into the water, but there's no proof.
Allez, on continue. Il y a quoi dans le conteneur?
The giant container has been used to hold children. Was Sophia Capone held in the container?
Fouillons les indices. Bah, tu veux te dépêcher un petit peu.
Boy's underwear. Dirty. Doesn't look like the dress Capone said Sophia was wearing.
Nah. Well, Sophia was wearing a blue dress with flowers that I personally ordered for her from Italy.
D'accord, très bien.
She was also wearing white ballet shoes with daisies embroidered on them.
Un nouvel indice, très bien. Hop, attendez, là, il y avait un truc à regarder.
These prisoners were treated reasonably well, all things considered.
Ah, enfin bon, c'était des enfants quand même.
No adult could
Mais
sleep
pourquoi il
here.
les enlève? Qu'est-ce qu'il voulait faire? Qu'est-ce qu'il voulait faire avec les enfants?
No adult could sleep here.
D'accord, donc aucun adulte mettrait des slips ici. Ce qu'il a dit.
What do you have to do to a child before they draw something like that?
Bon. Rien d'autre?
A girl's shoe identical to the one that Capone said is... Someone paid a lot of money for... A hefty receipt for children's clothes. The forgeries belonging to Sophia Capone's kid, a she, identical to the one described by Capone, and the documents used by the person pretending to be Sophia's uncle make it certain that she was held here. Sophia Capone was here, but did she get out? Someone paid a lot of money for a piece of, according to the register.
La question c'est ouais, je me pose la question, mais qu'est-ce qu'ils en font? Pourquoi ils veulent des enfants? Qu'est-ce qu'ils cherchent à faire?
Sophia Capone got out of here, but did she get out alive?
Alors, est-ce qu'ils l'ont gardé
Towels that are still damp. Children's shampoo. A hefty receipt for children's clothes with yesterday's date. The damp towels, the children's shampoo, and the receipt from the children's clothes shop indicate that they washed and dressed the children before taking them away. I strongly doubt that they washed them just to kill them, so there is reason to believe that Sophia Capone is still alive. We're done here. Let's go.
Already? I thought I'd have time to finish Act 4.
Are you doubting my efficiency as a detective?
That would depend on the quality of your conclusions.
Allez, go.
Ivankov is a human trafficker. He has various customers who make specific requests. Slavers, pimps, God knows what else.
Ouais, ce petit trait d'imagination. C'est sympa.
He kidnaps them and puts them in these cages, shackling them and feeding them like animals until he's ready to complete the order. When he has enough, or maybe when the designated day comes around, his customer comes here and decides which of his catches are satisfactory and which are not. What does he do with the rejects? For many people, this would be a problem, but not for Ivankov. Like a true boxing fan, he organizes fights between the failed candidates. Bloody tournaments, possibly to the death. I'm sure his men place bets, and that the whole sick spectacle, like the Roman circus, helps keep morale high. But, as in the circus, it's not just people that fight. There are animals too. In these cages, Ivankov kept dogs. He forces the survivors to fight them, wearing boxing gloves, until the dogs tear them apart. And if anyone survives, Ivankov's own men finish the job. This leads us to the next problem. What does Ivankov do with the bodies? Easy. He cuts them up on this table, one by one. Alive, even, if they had the bad luck not to die in the arena. And then? I don't know. Maybe he throws them overboard, but that's always risky. Maybe if we interrogate him when he wakes up, he can tell us more. But that's not what really interests us. What really interests us is what's inside, or what was inside this container.
D'accord, donc il fait du trafic d'êtres humains, il fait se combattre des trucs, mais c'est pas important.
An anonymous client who pays him a fortune for each one of them. The most expensive item of all has been given the initials SC, our Sophia, as proved by one of her shoes, which I found in there. Today, or possibly last night, the customer took delivery of the children and paid in full. Before this, Ivankov bought them new clothes and gave them a shower. Why would he do that? Is it to sell them into adoption in wealthy families? I very much doubt it, but I can't figure out another reason. What I do think is that his client doesn't want to leave loose ends. I think he forced him to get rid of the rest of his prisoners. This is why they organized fights yesterday, dismembered the combatants, and even killed all the dogs.
D'accord, très bien, ça justifie tout.
Are you joking?
No.
Oh, man. Ah, let's take this piece of shit to Capone.
What?
They're old friends. I'm sure Alphonse will be happy to...
Out of the question. You saw what he did to Burke. You want him to do it again? Want us to lose another witness? Christ, 20 years ago, I let a child murderer slip through my fingers. I won't let that happen again. What if the two cases are related?
Not gonna persuade you, am I?
No.
Okay.
Oh. Aïe aïe aïe, ça fait mal. Et là il m'a bien eu. Bien joué, je sais plus comment il s'appelle, putain. Ouais, Evily. I water everywhere. C'est trop fait que je viens d'obtenir. Bon, allez, on est complètement dans le noir.
Wake up, Eliott.
Are we there?
No, still a ways to go. But from here we have to go on foot.
Ah, flashback. Allez, avançons. C'est qui ce mec d'ailleurs?
We've been in the car
Ah bah
for
c'est...
2 hours. You going to tell me why we're here?
Because we need to get there.
Come on, Jim.
Be patient. I told you it's a surprise. I want you to find out for yourself. Or don't you like surprises?
No, I don't. I'm trying to make Santa Esperanza safe and secure. Surprise implies a lack of security.
I got all the security I need in this gun.
If you say so.
Do as I say and you'll see. Take it from Jim Dockers.
Because you're my friend, right?
Don't let your guard down.
Qu'est-ce
Have
qu'il
you
veut
heard
nous
of the
montrer?
Baduna cult?
You mean voodoo? Dolls and needles?
Yes and no. It's different varieties of the same thing. The Vodun religion from East Africa. In Cuba, they call it Vodou. In Haiti, it's Voodoo. Santa Esperanza had its own version. A little community that lived in these woods, no more than 200 people, I reckon.
Ah.
Right. They say practically all of them died. A sort of civil war sparked up by betrayal. Betrayal between friends.
Really? What kind of betrayal?
The
on se
Badunas
demande pas, on se
place
demande pas.
particular importance on a person's name. They chose a name for themselves when they reached adulthood, and they only revealed it to their partners and their descendants.
Is that so?
It is. Legend says that while he was out hunting with his right-hand man, the chief of the Badunas was attacked by...
And what did everyone else call them? Hey, you?
Come on, don't be a jerk.
Intéressant. Donc ça veut dire que cette secte elle est de retour.
Help me with this, Eliott. One, two, three.
Allez, on pousse, on pousse, on pousse, comme aux toilettes.
Nicknames similar to Indian names. Come on. Anyway, while he was out hunting, the chief of the tribe was attacked by a bear.
Ah ouais, rien qu'un ours, rien que ça.
A bear? Don't tell me you dragged me into a wood full of bears.
I wasn't joking when I told you not to let your guard down.
Shit.
Oui, donc.
The chief's wounds look fatal, so he confided in his best friend, the best hunter in the tribe, and whispered his true name to him. The hunter left him in the woods, went back to the village, and told the news to the chieftain's wife and children.
Well, that's tough. However badly wounded he was his partner. You can't leave your partner in the woods, whatever state he's in.
Let's hope neither of us has to make that kind of decision today.
Ouais, d'accord, donc d'accord. On va apprendre qu'il y a des gens qui sont connus, c'est ça? Lui, peut-être, il fait partie de la secte.
Sullivan River flows into the Donovan Dam, I think.
I didn't think geography was your department.
Sometimes I like to dabble in things that aren't officially my department.
So I see.
Très bien, très bien.
According to Baduna law, from the moment the hunter whispered the dead husband's name to the chief's wife, he would take his place.
In what sense?
In the eyes of the tribe, he became him. He had to take on his role, fulfill his duties, raise his children, and sleep with his wife. Damn. Should be right here.
What?
The sign tells us which way we have to go. Must be hidden in the undergrowth.
Let me look for it.
Okay, I'll cover you.
Allez, séance de recherche.
Huh. This burned out a long time ago. Weeks, I guess.
Ah d'accord, ils sont encore là. Donc ouais bon, donc j'imagine que les gens avec les cordes de cercle et tout, c'est vraiment les... Ah oui.
What kind of hunter abandons his trap when he leaves the woods? Animal attack, no doubt about it.
Bon, très bien.
Here's the sign.
Oh, donc,
Looks like it was knocked over by a poacher's prey.
Well spotted. Let's go on.
You taking me to a church?
It's never a bad time to confess your sins.
Triangle. 3. Très bien, très bien. Non mais c'est méta là en fait, bon. Est-ce qu'il est au courant? Il nous fait des petites allusions discrètes. Des petites allusions. Des petites allusions. On dirait... Hey, je sais que tu couches avec ma femme, nanana, et pour voir ce qu'il va répondre quoi. Donc moi j'essaie de répondre normalement quoi. Ah. Un animal. Oui, je sens des animaux.
What was that?
No idea. Ah! You are blocking my target. Ah, sorry.
It's all right, just a scratch.
Probably a splinter.
Are we going after whatever it was?
Let's not push our luck. I don't want our story to end up like the Baduna chieftain and the hunter.
Okay, let's go.
Très bien, donc alors à l'église. Alors confesser nos péchés.
They built the chapel after the massacre of the Baduna people.
You still haven't told me how that happened.
The hunter became the chief and moved in with his family. It wasn't the first time that kind of thing had happened. But one thing did happen for the first time. The wounds the bear had inflicted on the real chief were less serious than they seemed. A few days later, he came back and claimed what was his. But the hunter wasn't so sure. He was the chieftain now.
according to Vaduna law, he was right, wasn't he? The old chief had given his name and his identity to the hunter. He wasn't who he was before. He had no right to demand it back.
Sometimes the law isn't everything.
Merde, je croyais que c'était l'autre, le chasseur. J'aurais dû prendre l'autre, le parti de l'autre, mais bon, je savais pas ce que c'était en fait. Parce que pour moi, le chef, je pensais que c'était l'ancien chef. Non, là, bon.
Were split into supporters of the new chief and the old one, and, well, you know how it all ended. Eliott, I have a problem. I think Delphine is cheating on me with another man.
Whoa.
Some nights when I lie down next to her in bed, her hair smells of gunpowder. Someone who regularly handles guns is touching her. Do you have any idea who it could be?
Accuser quelqu'un d'autre, nier, avouer. Qu'est-ce qu'on...
I'm sorry, Jim. I should have told you before. I don't even know how it started.
Bon, c'est qui va
Jim,
survivre.
please, put the gun down.
Yeah, Jim, put it down. You're late.
D'accord, très bien.
You know why they built this chapel?
We know.
Typical Americans. They find that a bunch of crazies from some wacky religion have killed each other, and they build them a church, huh? As if the dead give a damn about their Christian God.
Jim, what's going on?
I told you, it's a surprise.
Who's going in?
He is.
Me?
Trust me.
D'accord, ouais, je sais pas si je vais te faire confiance, mon gros. Ah putain. Ah, voilà.
You believe in godness?
Godness. Ouais, à ma manière.
Although I doubt splashing your face with water has much to do with it.
Alors, fouillons un petit peu. De toute façon, on peut rien louper normalement.
Someone had some fun at these critters' expense.
Oh là là. La grâce
Mary
divine.
Magdalene, the prostitute who repented and washed the feet of Christ.
Ouais. Par contre, ce que je viens de faire, c'est incohérent là. À moins qu'il soit pas mort dans l'accident là. Enfin, dans le. Vous savez, là où ça a mal tourné là, qu'on a vu au début du jeu. Parce qu'il dit oui, Jim, machin, je sais pas quoi et tout. Et là, je lui ai déjà avoué. Ah, je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Là, c'est pas logique là. Ma réponse. Ça, si ça se passe après, d'accord, mais bon, ça voudrait dire qu'ils sont pas morts dans l'accident là. Mais ça aussi, ça aurait pas de comment ça s'appelle, de sens, vu qu'en fait, comment il s'appelle, on a très bien vu que la scène qu'on a vue au début du jeu, au début du chapitre, se déroulait juste avant qu'il aille voir Capone chez lui et tout. C'est bizarre.
I have a gun pointing at your head. I could kill you right now.
I'm not surprised. Today is International Point a Gun at My Head Day.
I won't shoot. I'm here to help you.
Yeah?
Look under your knees.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a sous mes jambes?
What is this?
To you, just a bunch of scribbles. But to someone who knows what he's looking at, it could be prison bars for Capone.
What, he hates reading so much he sees a book as a prison sentence?
Very funny, Ness. Your financial specialist, Garrison. You'll know what to do.
Who are you?
What do you care? I'm serving you Capone's head on a golden plate. Don't ask questions. Just beat it, Ness. The sooner you set Garrison to work, the sooner all this will be over. God, I hate cops.
Carmine?
Please, no.
Why?
He threatened my kids.
Capone? No, you're his right-hand man, his chief executioner.
He's lost his mind. He suspects everyone and everything. He has to be stopped. Don't kill me. For my kids' sake.
You remember Don Prescott? 33 years on the force, my first partner. You left his face in such a mess, they had to make him a clay mask so his family could look at him at the funeral.
Capone wanted him dead.
What about Amber Fisher, 15 years old? You held her prisoner for 3 days. She committed suicide only hours before we came to rescue her. I don't need to remind you what you did to her, do I?
I was following orders.
No. Capone orders you to kill. You improvise. You enjoy it.
You can't do this.
Eliott, don't do it. Kill an unarmed man and it'll haunt you your whole life.
I deserve a trial.
We're cops, not killers.
Jesus, Ness, weren't you...
Control your anger.
Weren't you the most honest man in Santa Esperanza?
Mais oui, on va l'épargner. Je suis pas un salaud. Contrairement à certains.
Go back to Capone. Don't let him suspect a thing. And when I bring him to justice, you'll testify against him.
Yeah. Thank you, Ness. Thank you.
Well done. I made that mistake once. Only once. And it still torments me. Let's go.
Bon bah ça s'est bien passé au final.
Congratulations, Carmine. Great performance.
My kids.
Don't worry. I'm not going to touch them.
Thank you.
I always keep my word.
If Capone finds out what you made me do, he'll kill me.
That won't happen. You have my word.
Thank you.
Well, I think Capone is going to need a new right-hand man.
D'accord, c'est comme ça qu'il a fait pour devenir son bras droit, c'était Nikolai. Ok, d'accord. Épisode 3, terminé. Rolling Stone.
Did Carmine get in touch with you? How did you do it?
It doesn't matter. Stroke of luck. Now, all we need to do is be careful. See what Garrison can find.
Jim, about Delphine?
Shut it. First we finish Capone. Then we talk.
Wrong again, Ness. Wow, don't tell me your friends let you down again. Lucky you got me, huh?
I'm losing my mind.
Ah, vu à la première personne, intéressant. Voilà, il y a que le téléphone qui est rouge. La porte. Vous savez vers où je vais. Très bien.
It's only logical that doctors should abandon you. You just told him you're screwing his wife. Honest and moronic. But what about the others?
Où est la police?
What will they think of you?
Je sens profiler un truc. Alors j'ai une petite idée de ce qui est en train de se passer, mais ça me fait peur. Regardez l'inscription, ouais. À moins que ce soit dans un de ses cauchemars. Il est, comme il a vu cette inscription écrite en vrai, il l'a retransmis dans son cauchemar. Et c'est sur ça qu'on va se laisser. Écoutez, j'espère que vous avez apprécié cet épisode. Merci d'avoir regardé. Le petit pouce bleu de soutien. Je vous fais des bisous. Je vous dis à la prochaine. Ciao, ciao.